Okay, so like if I have a word of knowledge, like it's a thought that won't go away, where I think something that just won't go away. And when I walk away from somebody and I still think the thought. See, what's happening now in my life is that let's say I'm on an airplane, okay? And let's say the airline attendant is there and they walk by me. And I think something in my heart. I would like to say it's with my heart, but like when we say think, it's with your head. But I would say that my heart and my head are flip-flops, so I think with my heart. Does that make sense? Okay. So I get this thought, so what I would do is I would say, hey, let me ask you a question. I wouldn't say, the Lord's told me. Okay, so I don't start out, even with prophecy, I don't say, thus saith the Lord. I say, this is what I'm thinking in my heart. That's what I'll say. This is what I'm feeling in my heart. And then I bring it. So I'm not like, I don't know. That's just me, and I just want to just share that. So I'll say, this is what I'm thinking in my heart, and I'll share it. And they'll say, wow, wow. Or they'll say, well, and they say that, well, and then it'll just grow. But like, let's say it's an airline attendant, and they walk by me, or with the water cart, because I'm on airplanes a lot. And I hear in my heart that they have something going on with their neck. I'll just tap them and say, hey, and they'll lean down, and I'm not going to shout at them. I just say, hey, I'm feeling in my heart that you have a problem with your neck, that it always gives you trouble. And this is what they say. This is what the response. Why, do you see that? Am I moving a certain way? Like, because some people are like, they're freaked out, but everybody wants to know that there's more than what we're living in. Okay, that's why Harry Potter is so powerful. That's why people are pressing into the David Blaine, not so much right now, but Chris Angel and all that stuff. Because it's something more than what we have. There's got to be more than what we're in. Right? And so when you say that, they're thinking all that stuff. Chris Angel, this, that. They watch the psychic thing. They watch the whole Twilight series and all this crazy stuff, man. So the world is like primed and ready, man. They really are. And it's just awesome. So when you share that, yeah, like, how would you see that? No, I just heard it in my heart. And they say, wow, that's crazy. And then they just kind of turn around. So there you have a plane ride that you're going to be on there, maybe for 40 minutes, or maybe for 50 minutes or 60 minutes or whatever, or an hour. So you've got time. So I used to think I got to go after that thing right now. Really, I just, and if I'm in a store, I call it a drive-by, because you have very limited time. You're with somebody, you're walking by them in the store, you get a word, you can't just like walk away and think that they're going to be here in an hour, And so I'll just pursue them, and I'll find out where they are, and I'll go up to them, and I'll talk to them, and I'll ask them. But if I'm on a plane and I got time, I'll let it settle a little. And then I'm just learning patience with this whole thing too. Just growing in patience. So I'm just trying to give you keys that will help you to be okay with this thing. All right. A lot of people are, just don't struggle with the whole wait on God thing if you have time and especially at your workplace. Okay, because when you get word of knowledge or something at your workplace or at your college, when you guys like at DBU, there's students that are on there. Like, if that's a student that you see every day, it's not something like that you got to go after them and get them in a headlock to tell them the word that you had. They're not going anywhere, right? So you can share it, and you can share it in bits and pieces instead of like going after this thing. And I'm learning to wait on Him a little bit. And I'm at a season in my life where I want to grow in Him with everything. And love is patient. Okay? Because the first thing that love is patient. So if you have a problem with patience, it's because you have a problem with love. Right? So if you say, oh my gosh, patience is really hard for me, that just means love's really hard for you. But if you grow in love, patience is an automatic. It's just a default that's in love. It's the first one. Because love is patient. Love is kind. Right? Love is not easily provoked. Love is amazing. You can change the world with that thing. It's the most amazing thing in the gospel is love.